Om SriGuruMahimA.pUjABookings. Question number 12. This is Vakvadani's question. With Amma's anugraham and blessings, submitting a divine question. Namaskaram Samma. Received and submitted, my child. In ancient times, why do gurus teach their disciples under a tree or meditate under a tree? Is it related to Vriksha Shastram, Amma? My dear child, good question indeed. Obviously trees or vrikshas. If you notice, in any kind of spiritual ascent, going into Mother Nature is said to open up various gates. We all know this. It is because in the wilderness of nature, wilderness or wilderness, I don't know how they pronounce, but in the wilderness of nature, there is the primordial fear factor engulfing that atmosphere. Stay with me, you will understand better. The more and more fear has engulfed, humans have invented. That is how we invented a space, security system, protective gears, every possible mode of travel, everything. The core of it is to get away from something. We invented transportation because we wanted to get away from the pain of not being able to get to work or see loved ones, and not having the patience to wait for such a long time. So in the core, there is a fear. We invented homes only because we wanted to be away from all the harshness that the Mother Nature subjects us to. All the Jivarashis do that. Even a wood mouse finds some cozy place to go and sleep. So, this primordial fear, like an engulfing force, is available in the wilderness of raw nature. Conquering this fear means tapping into Kala Bhairavam, tapping into Mrityu. And through the tapping, understanding various techniques to then not run away from fear and do the needful to stay safe, but to face the fear and then understand it was not that fearful anyway, because there was no requirement for fear. Here, let us see an example, you'll understand better. Imagine a king hunting in the forest. The king has got bows, arrows, chariot, a charioteer maybe, or at least a horse for self-transportation, many other soldiers with weapons to protect the king. Upon seeing a bunch of wild lions, a herd of wild lions that are ready to pounce on them, this primordial fear has taken over this team near the king, and a war has ensued. The raw fear is causing a protective gear to activate, and this protective gear is trying to launch arrows or use their weapons or their speed, their transportation in some way, somehow. A bunch of wild lions. Think about it, they are hungry. They are hunting their food, and the humans are hunting to show their might. The lion is in a fear that it might not have that food and might go hungry. The humans are in fear that the lions are going to destroy them, kill them. Now, from there, come to a different scenario into our ancient rishi or rishinis, when they had their ashramams in a wild forest, in the wilderness, mastering this energy of this primordial fear through Vedas. It is said the lions and tigers, all the wildlife, even when they are hungry, when they come close to these ashramams which did not have a proper fence, they become like cows. The hunger goes away. They rest like pet dogs or a milk giving cow. We're talking about carnivores that are hungry. There is no weapon. The internal state of this animal has changed. Hunger has been sufficed. Hunt has been stopped. And rest has fulfilled inside. The primordial fear has been conquered. This is even seen in Gautama Buddha's, Sri Gautama Buddha's registries. This is why we go into forest. There is a way to conquer this primordial fear. So now, why under a tree? Tree is a sākṣi, my dear child. For tapas, tree is a sākṣi. Sākṣi means a witness. Witness should have no expression. Witness is such a state where you see something, you're watching it, you're witnessing it. You're neither giving your input nor you're taking an inference from the witness state. Yet, you're doing both. A tree is in a witness state. It's not giving an input. Neither is it taking an input from the tapasvi. It does what it always does, stands there through the seasons. It does everything it does, but it stands there. Neither is the tapasvi dependent on the tree, nor is the tree dependent on the tapasvi. Neither is the tree eternally attached to the tapasvi, nor is the tapasvi eternally attached to the tree. When a primordial fear is being conquered, being near something that has already pre-conquered this primordial fear is vital. Trees, vrikshas, or such beings. That is why we see in many places Sri Krishna saying, I love the trees. I don't know in which Grantham, but I have read it somewhere. It's not coming to my mind now. It's not being revealed to me as well now. Sri Krishna loves the trees. Dakshinamurti Swami is under a tree, but a vriksham. Sākṣi. Trees are nothing but sākṣi. Om Shri Shankaraaya Namaha.